My name is Mike Ahamba, a legal practitioner based here in Owerri and a part-time politician.
Collins Matt Jonas Jr.
Bom Jimanze, a prince of a royal Jimanze dynasty of Owerri. I'm an ancestor.
I'm His Royal Majesty
Ezepata Ali, Udo Fox of Honoroi Ezudo Autonomous Community, a designated local wards.
It is Seneca.
No, the father lived there in Owerri. My mother also, they lived together at Bangise Road. And that's when I met them. We were all kids, young people then. And the mother, I come from Amozo. I come from Lodge. And there's a deep connection between their family and ours over here. So, I was friendly with the family. Then, something else happened. I went to high school in 1960. 1962, Habat already came in there as a student too. So his school in the same place until I left and completed his school site in that place. All I can say about Brian that there's something about him that people always sometimes like him or not like him. He's an aristocrat by nature. He kept himself in such ways and did not believe in rolling himself on the ground. He was proud of himself and kept on reasons to be proud of himself. So the brilliant student did all his studies. I don't know now where he did his school site, but he ended up having his PhD. So throughout the time, we were going close. So his death is one of the painful deaths tougher to be said years.
We've been friends since elementary school. Even though I grew up in Port Harcourt and he grew up in Owerri, we maintained very close relationships. Even our mothers were friends. We went to Boy Scouts Jamboree in Lagos together in the early 60s. We were so close that we were quite competitors in all we did. Yes. We attended the same university in the US. We were in the same college in university. We finished college at the same time, did our master's at the same time, and did our PhD at the same time in the same schools. Yes. And our wives are very close since our childhood days.
Professor Nyekwere Habers Oji of blessed memory. I hate to talk about him in the past because as far as I'm concerned, Habers is not the type one would say is dead. I'd rather see Habers as a friend of mine, a younger brother of mine, who has traveled, and I want to limit at that. My relationship with Herbert is a younger brother of mine. My immediate younger Grant is a classmate too with Julie, the elder sister, and he is a mate of my other brother, the younger to Grant, B.A. Ben Anon Jibanze, who retired as a chief judge of Imo State. They were all classmates together. And it was like being the head of a family. We are 12 from my mother, 9 boys and 3 girls. And Herbert was an only son of the mother at the point in time with more number of girls. So the mother really desired the mother wanted another boy. So in their belief at the time, she had to bring Herbert over to our place from time to time, believing that from there, she too would have a male child. So Herbert is familiar with me. Is one of the losses one would say was a bit too much. because Herbert exuded so much life. His courage, his compassion, his education, whatever he represented. Herbert was antiseptic. Clean. Both brilliant and intelligent. That is unfortunate, really. People say these things when people die. But if there were aspects of Herbert I detested or I didn't like, I would say it openly, because I don't believe in eulogizing the dead. I want you to tell me exactly what your fate of thee, what your take me is while I live.
Who is a very brilliant member. You know, it's funny. I have never imagined the felt that Herbert is gone. You know, because even when I was informed that he was no more, I didn't believe it. I still haven't believed it because he was. He had some medical problem, alright, but not as fast or as bad as hearing that he is dead. No. However, he was a big guy. We left for the shores of America almost about the same time. So in the notice of it, through the airline, they'll come out for the airline to America. Christmas, December 1970. We school in America.
But gratifying to know that there are some people who have decided to establish a foundation in honor of Herbert Hodge. I think he merits it. For the success in the secondary school, or the success in the university days, or the success as a professional, and got the rank of managing director of Monk Estates and in this country. And whatever it is, a foundation is honor, is good. And I always tell people that for me, what concerns me is not me for now, because I'm here. It is what people think about me when I'm no longer here. And this is what I want our young people to always consider. What people say you were when you are no longer around. So it is a good thing, very gratifying in the memory of Herbert Hodge that there are people who have considered it necessary to establish a foundation in his memory. I wish that foundation a very successful future.
I'm very glad that that foundation was set up, because that's the kind of thing Herbert would have loved to do or done for him in his absence. So I think for me and most of our friends will support the foundation, especially to educate the oncoming generations, because we grew up with education on our mind, academics. And I think Herbert will be pleased that the foundation is focused mainly on academics.
This particular foundation should be kept going by those whose lives, and there were so many, Herbert touched positively. Herbert rose to being the head of the Progress Bank at a very young age. And before then, he had been accomplished. So he came into Progress Bank to render service, to play his own role in the development of the banking industry. But I would say, unfortunately, he came a little too early for what banking and bankers have become in the country today. Because those of them who are now seen as high flyers in that industry, most of them would have been at the foot of the staircase from where Habatoji rose to the top.
I don't have any advice to give to the children. I don't. They're nice kids. Happily married. Their mother is Ibila Dalda. Nice lady. Nice lady. They may be selfless. I benefit from that woman's Bobby mess every day. Whether she's American or leathers or wherever she is, she calls to remember me, asking me how I feel, how I'm doing. God will bless her. I'm praying that He lives longer than all of us generations. All the children, He said, welcome court of justice in meaning that Oji. There's no chapter 2. Chapter 1. So that's 1, very one. As an again. Is non-obvious.
With all current generation should think about tomorrow in their lives, not necessarily today. Work today. The way you work today, you work towards tomorrow. Haba was a success. Did very well, was a grade 1 in the secondary school. Went to university and got a PhD. I became the managing director of Diamond of Progress now, by one of the banks, Progress Bank. So for you to have got to that level means that people recognize his academic performance. And his alma mater did not forget that. You see, we have 3 awards at Abuja School. One is Abuja School Boys Association. One is the Pillars Old Boys Association. Another is Star of the Old Boys Association. The third is Pollard Fellow. Habat won that of Star of Abuja School. So Abuja School Old Boys recognize the fact that they have achieved in the society in keeping with our motto, do it central. Because the jobs he did or the appointments he received were those that required the dual central. That he didn't reach with him. Habak was very rich with himself. So pity is gone, but I want to congratulate all those who initiated this move.
To be competitive in a very positive way, to be honest, and imbibe academics as your future.
The good leader, National League of Blue in the 70s. The president then used to warn me and advise me, if I see this book, if I see money and I see character, I should pursue character. When you have a good character, have a good image, you'll be on top of even that billionaire. You'll be sending for the billionaire to bring the money if you want money. And if you bank to pay it, that is where the power is. Power is not the money. Power is the character, the image. You know, when you climb, so Savare or the president of Nigeria about that.
With cover him as a teacher, a smoker. He has a good image, good character.
The only force he used to carry her was that he was a smoker till he died about 3 years old or 3 years old. It was the best, it was a very valid teacher to mine, a school teacher. Giving him money. But he turned the credit of Nigeria to control the treasury of Nigeria and all the billionaires of Nigeria because of character. My advice to younger people is please stay on the lane where there's good character business than looking for money faster than their legs. If you sleep and don't get back, you're there. You know, there is nothing as good as good name. Even when I was contesting to defend to have the detachment of my place, nobody dare say in the crowd that I did this, I really did that. That is the situation. As a traditional ruler, you are number one citizen in your community. You must share the example. And when I chose those who were offered to me as cabinet members, the Izes and the chiefs, also listened to the commanders. I made sure that those working with me are not those that if we enter any village, they be booing us. No. And the tradition I have today, the throne I'm sitting on today, was passed over to me from my grandfather, my great grandfather, my own late father, my senior brother, until it reached me.
I wish all of you a successful outlook in this matter, and I hope it will be sustained. But it's not a 1 year affair.